someone that believes in crazy conspiracy theories? Or maybe that ex who keeps breaking up with you and begs for you to come back? Then you may have already encountered someone with a dangerous personality. That's according to FBI profiler and author Joe Navarro. It's your boy Max, and in this video, we're going to be talking about 4 dangerous personalities to look out for and avoid at all costs. And by the end of this video, you will soon know what to look out for. Too often, after it's too late, with someone that does something unthinkable, we say to ourselves, I should have known. How could we have missed the warning signs? I always thought there was something off with that guy. If you want to avoid this, watch out for these 4 dangerous personality types. Before I get into the video, I first want to talk about Maximus Moves, my health and wellness coaching service for others living with physical disabilities. Living with MD, I know how hard it is to find purpose and direction in life. Are you held back by self-limiting beliefs thinking you'll never have the life you want, whether socially, romantically, or otherwise? With my heart, mind, and body method, you will soon realize nothing is holding you back. Think of me as your older brother and accountability partner with a mission to improve mind, body, and soul. So if you're interested and you're living with a disability, book a strategy session with me in the description below. If you also want to join my private Facebook group for other like-minded individuals who want to take back control of their lives, link is in the description below. Before I get into it, I just want to remind you, if you haven't already, to smash that like button, comment, subscribe, and in this video, we're going to talk about dangerous personalities. A lot of this advice, as are all my videos, can be applicable to anyone, whether you're disabled or able-bodied. But I think looking out for these while living with a disability is especially important. The personality types discussed in this video are from Joe Navarro's book, Dangerous Personality Types. Link is in the description below, and you can listen to it for free if you sign up with Audible. So the first personality type to look out for is the paranoid personality. This person is consumed with irrational mistrust, and their suspicions know no bounds. When crossed, rejected, or embarrassed, they may lash out emotionally or even physically. This individual might scour their partner's emails for texts or signs that their partner is unfaithful. They're incessantly worrying that everyone is talking about them, or they're trying to convince you of some crazy pseudoscience remedy. So again, this is the paranoid personality. So these are the red flags to look out for when spotting someone that might have a paranoid personality. This person, first, is overly suspicious of everything and everyone. Second, this individual is moralistic and highly judgmental. Third, conversations with this individual regularly devolve into diatribes. Next, they repeatedly get into arguments with their superiors. Next, they swear by their beliefs, even in the face of contrary evidence. Next, they get jealous without cause. If you've experienced this, you know exactly what I'm talking about. They have this unrelenting, one-track mind over one specific issue, meaning they're very obsessive about one specific thing. Next, they get easily insulted. So you might say something that doesn't even seem like a slight, but to this individual, they will take it personally. The next thing they'll look out for is whether they dislike or hate anyone that's different. So again, they want people to be like them, to think like them, and act like them. And this one stands out the most. This individual has very few friends. So if these red flags stand out to you, you might be dealing with someone with a paranoid personality. The next personality we're going to look at is the emotionally unstable. This individual is as changeable as the weather and far less predictable. These high-maintenance types careen from one emotional spectrum to the other, going from high, lows, great praise to totally despising someone. And these individuals stockpile perceived slights to use in future arguments. They demand your undivided attention or flirt shamelessly with people they shouldn't. Another thing this individual might do is threaten to harm themselves. Red flags to look out for are the following. They're prone to all or nothing thinking. In other words, they might praise someone as basically a god one minute, but then act like they're human garbage the next. They have an overwhelming need for someone to love them exclusively. Typically, this might mean your partner drags you away from your friends and gets jealous even with you hanging out with friends. They have outbursts that are disproportionate to the circumstances. So this means they get really angry over something they really shouldn't get angry over. Another thing this individual needs to have is the last word. They display severe mood swings. They could turn against friends and loved ones without any cause. They frequently fall apart over the tiniest bit of stress. They could be unreliable or unstable. They have intense but short-lived relationships and may have vandalized or destroyed property of a former coworker, friend, roommate, or lover. Someone like this, according to the DSM-5, might be diagnosed with borderline personality disorder or BPD, or maybe even histrionic personality disorder. Before I continue to the next two personality types, I wanted to take this time to talk about supplements. More specifically, supplements I use every day. Whether it's creatine monohydrate to give me an extra boost of my workout, whey protein powder for my recovery, or hemp oil for pain and inflammation. I swear by them, and you should add them to your daily routines as well. In addition to these supplements, I use CoQ10 to keep my heart healthy and lion's mane mushroom to keep my mind in check. If you're interested in adding any of these supplements, links to them are in the description below. Let me continue down the list of dangerous personalities. Previously, we've gone through the paranoid and emotionally unstable personality type, and now we're going to move on to the third personality type, and that one is the predator. Unfettered by emotional attachments, conscience, morals, or even laws, these types of people are pros at detecting and exploiting your weaknesses. Breaking into your home, scamming you, or slipping something into your drink at the bar. These are signs that you're dealing with someone with the predator personality. Think of any serial killer, think of any career criminal. These are the kinds of people that would fall under the category of predator. Think of the show Dexter, for example. That's where he would fit in. And if you look at the DSM-5, most, if not all of them, have antisocial personality disorder. And more often than not, these individuals typically are male. That's not to say females can't be, but more often than not, this personality type is male. So here are some red flags to look out for. This person has a history of breaking the law, enjoys lying, and even does it when they don't have to. They seem indifferent, cold even to other people's troubles, meaning they really don't have any empathy. They may force or use intimidation to obtain sex. They're haughty, opinionated, and even arrogant. They can even deliberately hurt family and friends. They're also reckless. They may speed or drive drunk. They don't seem to learn from their mistakes either, so they'll just keep doing it over and over again. They gain the trust of others just for the sake of taking advantage of them in the future. Another red flag to look out for is the people around this person have commented how they feel uncomfortable around them and don't even trust them. So the fourth personality type to look out for is the narcissist personality type. Plenty of people love the limelight, but narcissists will cheat, lie, and scheme to be number one, unconcerned with how others feel or affected. That's another characteristic of the narcissist. The narcissist may be backstabbing you out of a promotion, arriving late to parties or meetings, or cutting in front of you in the checkout line because they're number one. They don't care about anyone else. In other words, for these individuals, it's just me, and I will manipulate others to do that. That's how this individual thinks. So red flags to look out for. The narcissist puts others down to make themselves feel superior. They blame everyone but themselves when things don't go their way. They have an overinflated ego. They act entitled. They expect special treatment. They have limited to no ability to empathize. They shamelessly name drop. They're obsessed with their appearance. They never ask questions about you. They're not even curious about anything about you. It's all about them. They need to be the center of attention. They insist in having the best car, electronics, jewelry, the best house, clothes, even when they can't afford it. So these are the four personality types to look out for. You have the paranoid, the emotionally unstable, the predator, and the narcissist. So the best advice is just to avoid these people at all costs. However, sometimes we don't have the luxury to do so. If you can't, use the following strategies to protect yourself and those that you care about. Take notes. If someone lashes out at you, hits you, stalks you, harasses you, write it down, record it. You might have to take it to the police, HR, or a lawyer. Next, refuse to be rushed. Dangerous personality types create urgency. Basically, they say, I need to come in now. I need to buy this now. You need to sign me up now. You need to do this, that, or the other. So set your own pace and refuse to be rushed. Next, build a support network. Make sure friends and family know you've been mistreated, and at some point, they may even have to come in and help you with that situation. Next, watch the clock. Interpersonal violence increases between 8 p.m. and 2 a.m. This doesn't mean you shouldn't go out at all, but just be extra careful after dark. Next, set boundaries. Dangerous personality types want you to accommodate their every whim. Failing to reward their bad behavior will make you less of a target. Next, do your research. Never let someone in that you don't trust. Don't let a repairman, a babysitter, or allow someone to handle your finances without checking their references to make sure that they are trustworthy. So again, if you're interested in reading this book, links in the description below. If you sign up with Audible, you can listen to it for free. So please smash that like button, comment, subscribe, and remember, if you know someone that might be a narcissist, a predator, that might be emotionally unstable or paranoid, avoid them. And if you can't, use the tips that I gave you in this video. Thanks for watching. It's your boy Max, over and out.